What's up everybody, welcome back to Switchcraft, and it's a great day to be a gamer. Today I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing the latest Soulja Boy Knockoff console. This is his newest Soulja Game that apparently it looks a lot like a PS Vita, PlayStation Vita. So without any further ado, I ordered this bad boy from AliExpress.com. This is the exact same thing that you'd get from Soulja Boy, and this new version he claims it doesn't advertise that it has any ROMs. So we're gonna open this bad boy up, see what it's made like, and then review what's actually on this thing. So without any further ado, let's get started. All right, so here we go. Here's the box. It is pretty damn generic. We have what looks like a PlayStation Vita on top, and then underneath we have video games. It looks like we have the ability to play movies. There's a USB connection, a game controller, music, camera, and another USB connection. On the back here, we have a whole bunch of disclaimers and specifications and functions. I'll pop those up on the screen here so you can have a look at what all of them are. But yeah, this is a pretty generic box. So let's open this bad boy up and see what we get. So inside, right away, it is pretty neatly packed. Okay, no space wasted. Let's see what we get. So we get a charger. It is a European charger. I'm hoping it comes with a regular one, but European charger. We get our instruction manual, which is not in color, and it uses like these really bad grainy pictures that have obviously been photocopied multiple times. We have a well, it looks like a output. So this looks like what you would use to play it on your TV. So we have the component cables right from the headphone jack. We have a standard, thank goodness, USB charger. So this uses the same power cord as something like the PSP. So a standard USB charger. Okay, pretty cool. And then some cheap AF headphones. So those are probably going to sound real great for this stereo sound. But anyways, to the actual unit here. Let's take this out. Let's get this box out of the way. And I got the white model, and here it is. So here is the PSP Soulja Game, or PlayStation Vita Soulja Game. Now, first impressions, this thing I thought would be extremely light, and it's got a little bit of weight to it. It's definitely not as heavy as a Vita, but okay, a little bit of weight to it. Let's see how these buttons feel. So first thing you should notice is that they're not actual, you can see where they did the buttons a little bit differently. Right over there, let me just get that in focus. And on the other side, you can see that they have the actual PlayStation symbols on there in the right order. The buttons feel pretty good. The D-pad feels okay. The D-pad, it's difficult to push buttons at the same time and roll over, like to go in a diagonal direction, but not horrible. I've definitely felt worse. And then these two analog sticks do not feel great at all. The one on the right, which we're probably going to end up using a little bit less, feels okay, but that is not smooth whatsoever. And then the one on the left, it feels horrible. Like it gets legit stuck. That's not good. I mean, what do you want when you're paying $30 for a game here, or for a console? The shoulder buttons, I mean, they're tactile. They feel okay. It feels like they should go down a little more. That doesn't feel good. We have a volume button on the top. We have a camera in the back. And we have our hard on-off switch, and then a reset power button on top as well. Escape button on the front, and then a select and start. On the bottom, you can see that we have a headphone jack, a TV output jack, and then our power cable right there. And then the option to put in a memory card for any type of legally owned ROMs that you have for sure. But without any further ado, let's fire this thing up and see what we get. All right, so we're right here on the opening screen. This is your home page, and I guess right off the bat, you're just met with a massive just page of games. And these look like they're more or less all of the most popular games that they thought would be on here. But you can see we have Super Mario, Contra, Battle City, The King, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Dragon Ball, Street Fighter, Crash Bandicoot, Metal Slug, Final Fight, Eco Fighter, Tekken 3 of some sort. And then you have the games, music, photo, video, camera, tools, browser, and settings. Let's go through this and just see what the games are like. So first up, we're going to go to Super Mario, and let's go to restart. Okay, here we go, Super Mario Bros. So I can confirm that these do have ROMs on them, so I'd be very curious to see not what Soulja Boy's game looks like, or not what the Chinese version looks like, but what the Soulja Boy game looks like, because, okay, let me just pause this here, because in spite of, you guys noticed that sound quality wasn't too great. That's because it's actually not playing on the TV. The sound, regardless of how you have it set up, plays on this little system here. So that's interesting. So yeah, definitely not the best quality here. Not even the best emulation. Look what happens if you were to, let's say you do a run. You just disappear for, like, you just disappear. So I don't know what's going on. So they couldn't even, I mean, the NES being one of the easiest things to emulate, they couldn't even get that right. So this is not looking good. But let's pop out to the main menu. Okay, so we got our save states, settings, game guide. Let's see what the game guide says. Ah, nothing, so no manual. But let's go back up to the main menu here. And let's go through, because this thing, I see, what is this? 12 games here. Let's go through, let's see what actual games they have. Because this thing is supposed to have like thousands and thousands of them. If we go to inner games, let's go to the directory list. Let's see what else we have. Is there anything here? Okay, so what it looks like is, well, if you look on the side there, 9,903 files, but they're all labeled almost unlegibly. burningf.zip, captaincom.zip, cawing.zip, crossword. Oh boy. So no pictures. I don't even know what half of these games are. Eco Fighter, 8-Man, Flipshot, Goose, Gahools. What's Gahools here? Is this Ghosts and Ghouls? Ghouls and Ghosts? Let's see this. Here's another game. Please wait. What is this? Okay. Checking my RAM. Okay. Is this taking a while? I still don't even know what this is. What are we? What do we got here? Oh, wow. Okay. So still no sound. I'd love some sound here, but fortunately nothing. And we have, these cutscenes just aren't the same without sound. Ghouls and Ghosts, Capcom 1988. Oh, okay, once the game starts, now we have some sound. Here we go. Okay. So it looks like those games are there. But like I said, it is the emulation is horrible. Yeah, the emulation here is absolutely horrible. Got turned into a duck. Okay, like it's hard to even play. Like there's so much screen tearing, so much flickering. They couldn't even find a good emulator. But still, you know, classic game. But yeah, this just hurts. I gotta get out of here. Alright, and then I think what's worst is the fact that you don't even know what you get. I mean, these guys aren't even labeled properly, but, you know, that being said, labeled properly or not, these are clearly ROMs, which Soulja Boy or anybody doesn't really have. Obviously, they don't have the license for any of these. But if we go through, how are there 9,903 games? It looks like these are in alphabetical order. And then it looks like it is the same games over and over and over again. So it looks like about the same 100 or so games, just copied and pasted 10 times over. So there's only about 100 games on here, and I'm not going to go through these because this is just one of the worst layouts I've ever seen. And what's exterior games? Directory list. What is this? Okay, here's some more games. 12 of them. Street Fighter, King of Fighters. Let's see what. Castlevania. Yeah, this is. There's obviously no music on here. No pictures. Overall, you know, seems like something that. Let's check out music. All music. Oh, we have a couple songs that are on here. It's a cool beat. Uh-oh, how do I stop it? I don't want it. I don't want it. Turn it off. No. I'm so sorry. Now playing. How do we stop this? Stop. Uh-oh. No. Stop. Oh, how do I stop this? Hang on. Be right back. Okay, back. Sorry, I had to hard reset there because there's no way to. I couldn't figure out a way to actually turn off this music in this horrible layout that they have here. Let's see what that camera looks like. Okay, so you can't use the camera when you have TV output set on. Video. Is there any stock videos that they gave me? I'm almost scared to look at this. Test.
Who's your friend? Or is that your butt?
Alright, so it looks like we have a... Looks like we have a little screener there. Or... Jeez, this is just so bad. There's a little preview there for Madagascar, just randomly. I've got a couple photos on here as well. Directory list. A couple cool, I guess, little screensavers or backgrounds for them. And just a whole bunch of empty directories. Alright, let's try, let's see, maybe a PlayStation game. Let's see what Crash looks like here. So I'm going to restart. I haven't played this before. Taking a while to load here. Oh, we got the music right away. Universal, we got Crash. Alright, here we go. And we're playing Crash. Emulation on this is actually better than the NES, which is interesting. Still pretty sluggish, but I don't know how different that is than the original PlayStation. I mean, it's not the greatest, but we are playing. Now, I played the Crash Remastered on the Switch, and this doesn't look too familiar to any of those, so I don't know what the heck's going on here. But let's get out of here and return to our main menu. Alright, well, there you have it. That's how the new Soulja Game works. This is the Soulja Game 2, which is meant to look like a PlayStation Vita. You know, I'll give them credit. It does. It is not obviously nearly the build quality, but you know, that's what you get for 20 bucks. Now, that was the AliExpress version. I didn't give Soulja Boy over $100 for his dropship version of this. I'd be very curious to see if there's someone on YouTube who actually gave him the full amount of money just to tear down his system. If you guys are wondering, the actual game itself comes with this component output. And the way I was able to play that and actually capture some sort of footage was using this mini adapter here. This is the AV2 HDMI. This is basically, I use this to play and capture like GameCube and stuff. And it's as simple as plugging in your component cables and giving it a little bit of power from a USB, and then plugging this into the Soulja Boy system. And then there's an HDMI output. So it's great for all of your original consoles like the PlayStation, PlayStation 2, GameCube, N64 if you want to capture or play digitally. I think this was just like 20 bucks on Amazon. But as for Soulja Boy's dropship, yeah, he is continuing to do the exact same thing. He's dropshipping. At least he's learned not to advertise that it comes with a bunch of ROMs, but it still has ROMs, even though they are organized in the worst way possible. It's just a bunch of randomly named zip files that this thing will therefore emulate, and even the emulation is not great. I mean, you guys saw it, especially with Super Mario, the original for the NES. Like Super Mario just disappeared there for a while. So again, I would be very disappointed if I paid full price for this from Soulja Boy. I got what I expected for 20 bucks from AliExpress. But I mean, I guess the bigger thing here is realizing that he is absolutely still drop shipping with ROMs that he obviously does not have the license for. So it took about a week to get here, or about a week and a half to get here, and that's what you're gonna get. So Soulja Boy, you still have not learned your lesson. I can't say that I'm disappointed. I didn't really expect too much more, but you can bet that this thing, it's never going to get played again. So there you go. Soulja Boy's game system, video games 2, meant to look like a PlayStation Vita, opened and reviewed for you guys. So thank you very much for watching. It's a great day to be a gamer. Switchcraft out.